I'm a Twitter lover and a Twitter hater. It's my most used social network, but I recognize it's really going downhill. Like, I can admit it. But I think, for me, I'm a big user of Stan Twitter and participating in my fan communities on there. And I've never heard of Blue Sky. You hear people talking about Stan Twitter. You don't hear people talking about Stan Blue Sky. So that's my argument.
I think that Blue Sky is not the best alternative because all of the alternatives are bad. Only because Twitter has such a nasty, horrific vibe. You cannot replicate. We're not there because we enjoy it. We're there because we're stuck and we don't have anywhere else to go, and I'm not moving that onto Blue Sky. I'm not moving that onto Threads. I'm waiting until it implodes. I'm going down with the ship and I will free myself.
My argument is Blue Sky's a bad name. When you could have a social network like Mastodon. I mean,
you're a Mastodon user? Yeah, because no one is.
I was gonna say, I'm sorry, what the fuck is Mastodon?
Sorry.
You don't know the Tumblr clone?
No.
It's another Twitter clone, decentralized social network.
I might have been on it like once, very briefly. I don't know. I've been on a lot of random fucking social media. Okay, that is your minute as well. Unless Nolan, you have anything to hop in with?
No, I've not actually used Blue Sky, so can't really say one way or the other.
Fair.
Yeah,
MySpace is better.
MySpace is better.
Fair. Well, now we're gonna go
Throwback.
with your 2 minutes to fight one another, and it's gonna start now.
It's hard for me to understand a pro-Twitter argument when it's not even called Twitter anymore.
That's very true.
Yeah.
How many
Also, you
Twitter
don't know
users
what Blue
actually-
Sky is because it's like maybe 6 months old. Like it's brand new. So,
But not
Same time,
making
the
waves.
question isn't
And it's made
what's
waves.
better, Blue Sky or Twitter or Twix or X. It's Blue Sky's the best Twitter clone. And while I never really used Twitter, Threads is actually pretty damn good.
see,
and
Threads is where everyone from Instagram is now shuffling onto. So I can't call it good because Instagram has some of the worst comments in history, and I'm well aware there's a very great subsection of Kilo's viewers who come from Instagram Reels, but I've seen the comments on other Reels, and they're kind of horrid, and I don't know how they're circulated. And you're correct, Emily. Blue Sky is lovely. Every time you're on Blue Sky, all the comments I've seen were like, this is great. You're doing a great job. It was a very positive environment, which is why it's the best clone, because it's the least toxic.
Weren't you just arguing a moment ago that Twitter's toxic environment had yet to be replicated yet? But here you are saying that on Threads it's a toxic nightmare. So
Yeah,
by
but it's
definition,
like
it is a
because like
better
Twitter's like
clone
basement
of
dweller
Twitter.
energy, and Threads is like Karen energy.
If I may summarize, in my view, the difference between Threads and Twitter, right? The thing about Twitter, right, is you could be a young activist, and because you're on the politics thing, it gets immediately pushed to neo-Nazi Twitter. So basically what we've done is we've forced the people on the farthest extremes to sit and interact with each other. And instead of coming together, it's been an accelerant on both of their ideals, right? Threads Twitter is toxic in the way Instagram is toxic. It's not neo-Nazis and fascists running around spreading lies at a rate faster than God intended, right? It's
letting you finish your point.
You must have me blocked.
It's this
Y'all Twitter different than me. It's fun for me.
call out.
I am gonna
it's
launch
the-
the
wait.
poll. Oh, okay, sorry.
Wait, it's the sleazy where every single female presenting person has their comments flooded by men who hate them while simultaneously desperately wanting to sleep with them. And that's how Threads is toxic, right?
Oh, so you don't have me blocked. Cool,
That's
got
also
it.
Yeah, no, I get all of your DMs forwarded to my inbox.
Oh, nice, awesome.
With that,
You like
we're
what you
gonna
see?
launch the poll. Chat, you now have a minute to vote starting now whether you think Blue Sky is the best Twitter clone.
Just to like, just to reiterate, it's not about Threads. It is about Blue Sky. We just had to differentiate why they were toxic differently.
Well, to be honest, the question at its core, right, was, is Blue Sky better than Threads as an alternative? And
Yeah.
That's not in the question at all.
Well, no,
It
because
is.
they're
It's
both
just Blue Sky's the best Twitter
best
clone.
Because there's Mastodon, there's been a
Nobody
bunch
uses
of
Mastodon.
there's Substack.
I almost set up a Mastodon server.
Oh my god,
so-
we didn't even talk about Truth Social. Emily's
Oh
right.
my God!
Former President Donald Trump's Truth Social, where he goes at rants at 4 a.m.
Well, no, now
And
he's
this
on
man
Twitter
is
again.
polling at 45%.
He never left Twitter.
No, he was like banned off
Social.
Twitter.
He was banned from Twitter
Yeah, and
until
Elon was-
Elon bought it, and then he let him back. He just doesn't use it because everyone talks about it because it's still public. The only people who use his thing are his little cult.
his call.
Yay, Blue Sky victory.
Blue Sky.
A narrow
does-
victory.
A narrow victory.
Blue Sky, I do like Blue Sky's format, but I'm running into it candidly, I'm running into the same issue with it that I run into with Tumblr, which is the people I know aren't actually migrating there. They're like staying on TikTok or staying on Instagram. And so there's not actually a community of people I know for me to migrate to yet. I don't know if anyone else has felt that.
No,
I'm
I
having
get
the same
that.
sort
I
of
mean,
issue.
a lot of
Yeah.
the people I follow are like artists, so they just post the same image everywhere. It don't matter where.
I'm noticing a shift in my algorithm for Blue Sky. I'm seeing a lot of art, and I'm seeing a lot of like positive talk. I'm seeing like some streaming stuff, video game stuff. I'm slowly forcing it to switch to what I was wanting to see. But then if I want beef, or if I want stan culture and like the kind of toxic shit, I go to Twitter. Still, like if I want to see people talking about Legend of Vox Machina spoilers, and then being mad at Critical Role, which I just like reading it. It gives me like a little bit of joy. Or if I want to see people talking about how the 21 Pilots fandom is unhinged, or Fall Out Boy, I have to go to Twitter. Because those things don't exist on Blue Sky.
See, so I wouldn't survive on Blue Sky because I'm fully there for the fan communities.
Yeah.
And I'll say that's a valid stance.
Mhm.
But God, Twitter's.
I still
It's a mess.
feel
It's a mess.
like.
I
But we're talking about no. We're not talking about if Twitter is better than Blue Sky. We're just talking about if Blue Sky is a good clone.
Very good.
yes. Yes,
Um,
but I will say, I just want to make one final point if that's all right.
Okay.
I will say about Twitter as a youngish man, male presenting individual who likes history, who likes Warhammer 40K. Twitter is trying to radicalize me so fucking fast. It's just like, hey, here's what we're gonna serve you with the algorithm. I'm like, none of this is real or true.
I love
And it's well,
That's wild. Okay. I am gonna go to our next question because I'm realizing we're talking a lot.
Yeah.
We might have been okay with 10 questions, but it's okay. I find
Just
we
means
always,
part 2.
It just means either part 2 or I force you all to stay with me till midnight. Okay. Next question. This is on behalf actually of Eisen's brother. Lola Bunny is hotter than Jessica Rabbit. Feel free to think on that for a moment.
Ooh.
Someone, you posted this in the message because I remember Elite's already made a point about this.
Yep. Because I misunderstood the question. I thought his brother was wanting an answer. Like, so that's why I gave my answer. And then I realized, oh, this is actually for the game. And I'm like,
Yeah,
oh.
it's because I sent a message to our chat, was like, guys, I don't have enough questions. So I'm just gonna come up with some. And Eisen was at a thing and basically sent a message that's... What?
yeah, I was at a rave.
Yeah.
I was raving last night till very late. So
Yeah. So this
Eat,
question
sleep,
was
rave,
provided.
repeat.
Who would like to go yay? Basically, who wants to pick Lola Bunny? Nolan, Emily, Laura? Alright. Does that mean my nays are Elite, Eisen, and Foss?
Yeah.
Okay, bet.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say my opinion till we get to the poll part. So we'll go there. But yays, your time to argue starts now. Go for it.
Who wants to go first?
Not me. My take isn't strong enough. They're both hot.
Yeah, I've not seen Space Jam, and I have not seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit, so I am completely objectively. What I see is that Lola seems to be more of a fun person. I think I would want to hang out with her, and a good personality is hot. Jessica Rabbit, she's too intimidating. I can't. No, thank you. Lola Bunny.
When I see these pictures, I see one that probably smells like amazing hair conditioner over every inch of their body, and another one that smells like just a warehouse of cigarette smoke. And one of those is significantly more attractive than the other. And I think you know which is which. But if it's not abundantly clear, it's Lola Bunny that smells amazing everywhere.
Fair point. Okay. Yays, your minute is up. Nays, aka Jessica Rabbit side, you're ready to go right now.
I only have 1 point, so I'm gonna start, which is I'm not a furry, so that's one of the first reasons.
That's right. Get these motherfuckers.
First and foremost, not into rabbits like that. I'm gonna have to leave it to the rest of y'all for that. I get it's anthropomorphic, but it's just a bit too furry. Let's be honest.
Let's convince me. So my argument is they are both equally attractive. Jessica Rabbit is hotter. Lola Bunny is cuter. They are different measures of attractiveness, but not one is not better than the other. They're different. So, since it's specifically hotter, Jessica Rabbit is hotter. Lola Bunny is cuter, but they're equally attractive.
I see where you're coming from, and I hate to say it, but you might have swung me with that. Because it's not a measure of attractiveness. You're right. It's just, this does seem to be an objective question. Although, cigarette smoke.
I was gonna say, I've never had somebody jump sides mid-argument.
I think Jessica Rabbit, and to make the case for her, she is fundamentally like a sex icon, right?
Yes.
And you're never meant to
start the
get
2
close enough
minutes?
to smell a sex icon.
Yeah.
I'm starting the
Yes.
2 minutes now while you
Yeah.
go
Okay.
on this.
Yeah,
I do
go
have
ahead.
a point of order. Sorry, I do have a point of order. Are these both characters that both only exist in one movie?
No, Lola
Space
Bunny's
Jam
in
for
more.
Lola Bunny.
She's in
Okay.
some Looney Tunes stuff after the fact, and also Space Jam too.
Yeah.
Doesn't Jessica Rabbit exist in other things? I
Yeah,
think she
she
started
exists.
in
Okay.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but I think she's expanded into other things.
But
I've seen her. If Roger Rabbit's somewhere, she's been there because she was in the live Space Jam or when the cartoons came to life movie, right? Like she was a real character when they went
Maybe,
to
yeah.
Vegas.
Though here's
Yeah.
the thing. If you have a big old delicious looking cheesecake out on a dessert table and it says, "Hey, just take me," and then you have something under a cloche, you don't know what it is. It's kind of mysterious.
A cloche?
It's also a dessert.
I'm not Catholic like that. I don't get tempted by the forbidden.
All I'm saying is, when one thing can just be easily obtained and is just
Who said she's
regularly
easy?
available,
That's a very big assumption on your end based off of how she
well,
looks.
she's a sex icon, so one would make
Yeah.
some certain assumptions
Because
based
men
on the
are
fact.
like that. That doesn't mean she's easy just because she checks
I'll
all
put
the
it-
boxes.
part of being a sex icon is a certain amount of unattainability.
Thank you.
And that has been inverted. That has been inverted in the age of gamer girl bathwater and Amaranth's fart jar. Okay, but traditionally,
So
was an
Amaranth is the
element-
Jessica Rabbit in this scenario.
no, Amaranth.
It's her own category.
That's her own thing. It's a separate thing.
Oh my
No, because Jessica Rabbit is a Marilyn Monroe analog, right?
Yeah.
And Marilyn Monroe
technically,
was
yeah.
a sex icon, right?
Yeah, and she was getting railed every Friday night by all of Hollywood, so...
Oh my god.
And
Okay.
then she killed herself.
I don't have the time to unpack that.
I forgot to set up the poll, so I'm gonna let you guys ramble for a hot minute while I very quickly do that.
All I want to say,
I-
have you guys seen the trend recently, the Hear Me Out cake?
Yes,
Yeah.
I love the hear me
yes.
out cake.
Okay, so listen, the argument of like not being attracted to Lola Bunny because not being a furry, why does the concept of a hear me out cake exist? The whole point of it
Because
is like hear me out.
trying to be
hear me
quirky
out.
and
Good
weird
point.
in 2024. You can't just be cringe and like
Okay, I'm
have like
starting the
really
poll.
bad bangs anymore.
What?
You gotta
The
like
whole
take it a
starts
step
now.
further and
The
be a
whole
monster
concept
fucker.
is like, I know this is a cartoon. I know this is a non-human character, but hear me out.
But
Lola
I'll
Bunny.
point out-
hear me
People
out.
have said they
But-
fuck
but-
the concept of time. That doesn't like.
I love that for
I-
them.
can we-
it's
can we
not
just-
serious.
But can we just address the hear me out cake? Because I have opinions about these. 'Cause I see them, and people put characters like Lola Bunny. Are they like an anthropomorphic rabbit? Yes, but they are stacked like an attractive human woman.
Yes.
I saw
They've
one
got the-
that had like She-Hulk
They're
and
convention-
Mystique from X-Men, and the girl next to him was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Those
Yeah.
aren't hear me out." One of them was just an
Yeah,
attractive
these-
lady he put on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but these are like, but like 9 times out of 10, the things they put on the hear me out cake are like, we've agreed as a society are attractive individuals. The Beast from Beauty and the Beast is hot. We all know that.
Yeah, but Prince
right?
Adam
Like that's
is
not
not.
hear me out.
True.
Yeah, a true hear me out would be like,
That's not true at all. Let's not rewrite history.
A true hear me out would be like someone
Lola
puts the gelatinous
has
cube
one.
from D&D.
the vacuum
Right?
from
That
a brave
should be the
little
starting
toaster.
point.
I'm
The
gonna
what?
Yeah,
write
you
that
guys
down.
gotta
vacuum from a
participate
brave
in the
little
poll. We
toaster.
can't see who
Yes,
votes.
another great option.
Yeah,
But
chat
again-
does have to participate. To be fair, I did say I was launching the poll as you guys were arguing.
Hey, Lola won.
YOLO!
I'm not that mad. I will say I went Jessica Rabbit, and then I realized I can't perceive her nose, and that's starting to freak me out.
Oh my god.
She doesn't have a nose.
It's just, wait, is that a speck on my monitor, or does she not have a nose?
It's there. It's a
Is
real
it just
speck.
like a dot?
Yeah, there's just like a faint dot,
Yeah,
and I hate
I can't
that.
unsee it.
it's a tiny
Yeah.
nose. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Diego from Ice Age or Nick Wilde from Zootopia Walks.
This is
so
what
the Hear Me Out
contouring
cake
does to
can run.
motherfucker.
People were saying I've seen Nala from The Lion King come up once or twice. I've seen.
Yeah.
I've seen her, the boyfriend Kovu on those cakes. Like,
I've also seen there's a random wolf from like a kids movie that's come up once or twice.
Balto.
Balto.
Balto's the
Crazy.
movie, but Nala
That's
is the, or
crazy.
not Nala.
No, you're absolutely right. It is Balto. Also, in case anybody wants to know where I stand
real
on
historical
this
dog.
argument,
What?
I agree with chat. It's Lola Bunny, objectively. I have not seen.
You're
Who Framed Roger
objectively a
Rabbit.
furry, Kayla.
I'm not. But look, I watched Space Jam as a child, and even I could acknowledge why Bugs was like, "Damn, okay." And you know what? Keel Furry confirmed. No, Death from Puss in Boots is the new furry himbo. Honestly, bet. Okay, let's go on to
That's
question
correct.
4.
Death from Puss in Boots can get it.
He can. Kilo is a Stop it! I'm not. Okay, we're going on to question 4. Before we get too deep into this argument,
Before we break our host.
before you break the host, question 4. This one was fucking cursed. Poutine is finger food.
This is the meme I got.
This is the meme Laura got.
No. Well,
Here's the no.
I could
can't-
make
No.
an argument for it, but
No.
It's an
think-
argument, but I don't want
it's-
it to be true.
is everybody
Yes.
universally no? Because if so, I will
think
take yay.
I think I can say yay. Are we forming an alliance, Nolan? You and me?
I think we might be.
Yeah. I think I can make a case.
Okay,
for
wait,
this.
so do we have yays here?
I'll be a yay for the sake of the argument.
I'd also be a yay. And I'll point out the two of the Americans are making this point.
Damn it!
Yeah.
That doesn't help our case.
What does that tell
Yes,
you?
yes, it does. We're the best
I was
country.
gonna bring it up. That was the first thing I was gonna
On what
say.
metric? On what metric?
What I'm gonna say here before I hit start is may God have mercy on your souls. Okay, you have a minute starting
Yes, they won't.
right now.
All right, Eisen, would you like to go first? I have
If I may.
I have a short argument.
Here, you go first because I tend to ramble.
Okay, nachos exist. That's it.
Okay.
That's a good point because
Is it?
what is poutine but fry nachos? So here's the thing. Think about ideal poutine, right? Is you've got to be able to get in there. It's a sharing dish. You've got to be able to get in there with your fingies to get the fries out, which means that there's an ideal ratio where every fry has a little bit of salt and a little bit of, I don't know what else goes on there, gravy and a little bit of the rest of the stuff.
Hurts.
And
The most
so,
important.
right, you can't have it oversaturated. And that allows it to be finger food. But as soon as you oversaturate it with gravy into a solid mass that you could kill a man with if you dropped it off a moderate ledge, that's when you've gone wrong. Because then it's no longer finger food, then it's a hassle. Because when you get poutine, right, you don't want to get it from a restaurant. You get it from some guy on the side of the curb. And
Your
that little
minute
cart,
is up.
that's not health code, like, approved.
Your
Okay.
minute is up.
Okay.
It's your
my
argument.
God.
Poutine is like tamale trucks. They only show up when you need them. You can never find
Yes.
them on your own.
Yes, correct.
Which is not how poutine.
Wait, you guys. Famously, we at my old job we had tamale lady. She would show up with a minivan, open the door to the secured building, and shout tamales, and we would all go buy tamales.
Okay,
There was no regular schedule.
we're gonna give it to the nays now. You have your minute starting now.
So I feel like you saying that you're Americanizing really settles like my whole point of you don't get the concept of poutine as a whole. You say it shouldn't be smothered in gravy. That is exactly what it's for. It is meant to be the ultimate comfort meal. You're like, you need just a little bit of gravy. No, it should be drowning in gravy. If it's dry, it's bad. Who wants dry poutine? No. Anyways, other people can go. I don't think you get the concept of poutine as a whole. Every time you spoke, I was like, you don't know what poutine is. How can you debate?
And to argue to your nacho point, the equivalent to nachos as fries would not be poutine. It would be loaded fries.
Mhm.
Because you got the cheese, you got the sour cream, you got the onion. It's not poutine. Poutine is a whole different thing. I think neither of them should be finger food. I eat all fries with a fork, but that's beside the point.
Right.
Mhm.
Poutine especially should be smothered in gravy. Nothing has gone wrong. It is our national pride and joy
Your
to
time
be drowning in
is
gravy.
up. Unless Elite has a point, but I have a feeling Elite
No.
is just sitting here watching this go down.
I've only ever had like this one like breakfast poutine from a bar in our college town, so it was closer to biscuits and gravy with fries rather than like actual poutine. Rico's, the Irish bar.
Nice. Also,
Okay, so that was from an Irish bar.
I'm gonna start your 2 minutes. Have fun, be safe, go now.
I would like to say part of your argument was that you need to eat it with your fingers because you're sharing it with people. And I would like to debunk this because, first of all, I've eaten poutine many times. I think I've only shared it with someone like once or twice. It's a one-person meal if you want it to be. Second of all,
I was about to say, classically, it's per person.
yeah, but also just because even if you are sharing it, let's say you are sharing it, even if you are, why can you not use a fork to share? Have you ever shared like a cake with someone as a dessert at a restaurant? You have two
Yeah, you use your
forks. Like,
hands.
no, I would not. So that's why
You just pull in and spoon and scoop. Yeah.
No.
Now, I will concede that my fellow American here is misguided. He doesn't understand poutine like I do. I grew up in Michigan. I understand. I grew up near Detroit, which is basically South Canada. I have a photo
That's
of
not
me
a thing.
eating poutine
That doesn't exist outside
in
of
Canada,
America.
a mere 30 minutes from my home. And I don't know if it'll focus or not, but that's me eating poutine with my fingers.
Shocking.
So
You can
I
be
would,
wrong.
I would like anybody
You can
else
do
to
the
bring
thing and be wrong
photographic
about it.
evidence. Actual
Let me
do that in Montreal.
evidence of
Pay
who
you
eats
money
poutine
to
and
go
how.
eat poutine with your fingers in Montreal, and you can deal with the judgment of the French.
Lowercase French.
I would also say someone in chat made a really good point where it's kind of hard to eat with your food because it's supposed to be really hot. It's cheese curds. They need heat to melt. If that gravy is not like blisteringly, I think was the word they used, hot, what's the point?
Yeah.
So, like, you're not
It just
going
means
to
your
go there
fingers
with
need to
your
get stronger.
fingers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Skill issue.
I will agree on that point.
Since when did color claw matter? True. Anyway,
We could all agree on that.
Chat, you know what's correct. You know what's correct.
You do, and you can
Do
vote
they?
on it right
Who's
now.
the
That
streamer
is a
here?
bunch of British people. They don't know what food is.
I'll just
That's
remind
fair.
chat that only
Exactly,
one person
so they shouldn't be voting
brought
with Isaac.
photographic evidence.
That's true.
I would like
The
to
fact
say
that you have that photo fucking broke me. What the fuck?
Yeah.
they're not all British because the people here, I see them, the people that came from me, they're all Australian. So they will trust my authority on it because they're not Canadian or British or American.
Why do you have
Right, guys?
Australian
Third
people?
time
There's
so
nothing
dirty
wrong
in the
with that.
chat.
How
The
is
one
it being
former
tomorrow?
colony I respect.
Fuck you, Eisen, is what Jedi said.
You can insult me when you tell me that I'm wrong, Jedi.
Eisen, I'd also like to point out, we've had poutine once, and you did not like it.
I did not know. I thought it was aggressively mid.
Two
You're aggressively mid.
We
What's
went
your
to
point?
we went to South Street Burger, which is the closest New York fries I could get, which has objectively the best gravy.
It's pretty
Now,
good.
I will say, Canadians are onto something with
And
putting
our
vinegar
fork
on your
wins.
fries.
Ooh.
Mhm.
That is correct.
Yes.
Vinegar on your
My
fries
dad
is
does
banging.
that. I don't
Yeah.
love it, but my dad loves it.
That's
It's pretty much
every-
my hometown staple is you go get fries with salt and vinegar and gravy.
Mhm.
Or not gravy,
So
salt and vinegar. Not gravy.
So good.
Is restaurants with like vinegar spray at the tables like just commonplace all around where?
No.
Vinegar
No.
spray is in my hometown, but not anywhere else. They typically have like a small glass bottle of vinegar. Also, the nays
Okay.
one, fork one.
Damn.
Was it close?
Uh,
Oh, we got
No.
destroyed.
No.
Landslide wrong.
We got annihilated.
I do
Yeah.
believe Seamus said in chat he was on your side because Nolan swayed him somewhere.
Yeah, with the nacho argument.
Yes, with
Yeah.
the nacho argument, which was a good argument. I'm gonna give you props for your arguments. I actually did have a lot of strength to them, but also absolutely not. You eat that shit with a fork.
Confession. I have. If I swiped left in that photo roll, it's me eating it with a fork as well. So
Wow. Wow.
Yes!
Lies.
That's so funny.
This is the side they don't want you to see. Okay, we're gonna go to the next question. We're banging through them
I'm
now.
not a liar. I just hedge bets both ways.
That's called insider
15
trading,
years from now,
Nolan.
I never know if I'm gonna have a debate about which is the correct way to eat poutine.
You came
Yeah.
prepared, and I respect that. You hid the truth. Okay, we're gonna go next question. This is one that nobody saw. Actually, no, I think I said Emily this meme. One in every Pokemon would beat 1 billion lions.
Wait,
my God.
like one of each kind of Pokemon.
Yeah, so like
One
you
of the
have a
Pokemon is
Bulbasaur.
literally God.
So you have a
Yeah.
Bulbasaur, you have an Ivysaur, you have a Venusaur, you have a
Okay,
Squirtle.
all evolutions
Just
included.
fly.
Who wrote this
billion
question? You're
lions.
dumb.
Now, 1 billion lions is an effectively infinite number of
That's
lions.
a lot of lies.
That's my
And so at a
thing.
certain
I'm like,
point, the lions will be unable to use their superior numbers because it will form, even on an open plain, it will form a natural choke point as all of the lions bear down on the Pokemon.
but then it's just
Now,
an endless wave of lions.
We're already arguing.
Yeah, I have my answer. I
Yeah,
have my
okay,
answer.
wait. Who,
I don't have an answer. Hold up. Give me a minute.
Okay,
you didn't
we'll give you a
even
second.
have this before.
Yeah, funny enough, I actually had meant to include this in the poll because Eisen and I talked about this months ago, and it was gonna be included. This is where I got it. I went back into RDMs to
Okay.
see if I could find yay or nay questions.
That's a good place to find them.
Because we normally say we should include this in yay or nay if I send you something that's just utterly unhinged. And so I added it in, and I was like, this is gonna be a banger, hopefully. I'm hoping you're all not on the same side. Okay, so who would like to go for yay, which is the Pokemon?
Oh, me.
Yay for the Pokemon, yeah.
Yay
Or
My
Pokemon.
gut says yay, but I just one of them is God.
So,
What
okay,
is harder than the sun?
Emily, are you going nay?
Ooh.
I'll hop on nay with you.
okay, we got an argument. Okay, we're gonna go. This is one of the ones where I was like, we could end up everyone on the same side. In which case, depending on where it fell, I might have hopped in and argued the other one. Because I just like this question a lot. Okay, Yays, we're gonna give you your minute, starting now.
Does anyone else want to go first, or?
You can go first.
I have some scientific evidence, so I'll go last, I guess.
All I wanted to say was, I know 1 billion lions sounds very, like, alarming, just due to the sheer number of 1 billion that we can't physically comprehend, as Eisen was pointing out. They would eventually do a chokehold, and I'd like to point out that Pokemon moves, when you have a Pokemon battle, it's always at a distance. So Pokemon can, like, throw their moves into the middle of 1 billion lions and kill them in 1 billion, and then the lions would end up killing themselves because they would start trampling on the dead bodies. So they would, like, have, like, this mass, like, utter chaos of, like, imploding physics of them, like, killing each other by accidentally dying and, like, trampling on each other.
There's Pokemon that can fly, so I feel like that ends your argument. The Pokemon that can fly are gonna attack from above, and then easy. Like, the lions can't even get to them.
The literal god Pokemon, a single Pokemon, Magcargo,